Damn right. And you're gonna make a difference.
This one comes with a basic sort of digital package.
Hey, you can make money off my name, make it, okay?
You got the power to change lives, Roy.
Hello and welcome to the Barry J. McDonald podcast. If you're interested in creating your own digital product or just want to learn more, you're in the right place. Whether you're just starting out or have been working on your digital product for a while, we hope that our podcast will provide valuable insights and inspiration to help you on your journey. Take it away, Barry.
Hi, this is Barry here, and you are very, very welcome to today's podcast episode. Now, do you know that learning is in the doing? Learning isn't in the reading, it's not in the listening, it's not in the watching, it's in the doing. It's in the doing that's when you learn. Now, I don't know what you are like since you've left school, but I know that probably 95% of the stuff I was taught in school was a complete waste of my time, was stuff I was never going to use, and it just took up space in my head. And now, if you ask me anything about Shakespeare's plays, anything about bookkeeping, anything about technical drawing, I couldn't tell you, because it's been that long since I looked at that stuff. I don't even remember it anymore. You know, the three things I do remember from school are reading, writing, and counting. And I still use them every day. And because I used them every day, you know, those were the most valuable things I learned in school. Everything else was a complete waste of time. I'm sure probably in the first years of nursery, they probably could have cut off my education at that point and says, Barry, you're good to go. You know enough. You know how to read. You know how to learn. You know how to read. You know how to count. You know how to write. You've got enough. If you need to find out something, go to the library, read it. Or, you know, if you need to count things, you know how to count things or whatever. So I could use those skills at an early age. Everything else on top of that was just complete and utter useless. But how many of us still believe that the school system that we learned, where we read books, where we listen to stuff, where we view stuff, is where we actually learn? But you don't learn, because if I was to quiz you on a book that you read last week, I'm sure other than maybe the title, other than maybe 2 or 3 thoughts that were in that book, it's probably gone to you. Again, maybe the TikTok videos you watched yesterday, how many of those do you remember or even used? Again, maybe podcasts. You may be, a regular listener to podcasts. How much of those podcasts do you really remember? You know, the information was probably great at the time, but do you remember any of it? Now, the reason you don't remember any of it is because you didn't take that information and you didn't take action on it. You know, even a small piece of information, if you took action on that, would have you at a better place than where you are right now. But a lot of us, unfortunately, stupidly go down this route of just filling our head with more and more knowledge. I need to know how to write books. I need to know how to blog. I need to know how to podcast. I need to know how to do this and that and the other before I start. And you will find that when you actually start and actually take action on the thing that you want to do, you're going to find that the majority of that knowledge was just complete and utter wasted time. And that you'll actually learn more on the job when you're actually doing it. You know, I could read any amount of books on podcasting, watch videos and all that, but if I'm just kind of filling my head with all that knowledge, it's just a waste of my time. What is a better use of my time is actually sitting down here in front of camera and recording a podcast episode and doing it tomorrow and doing it the next day and doing it the next day after that. And I find maybe tomorrow that I've got a problem, well then I'll find out maybe how to set up my microphone properly. Or maybe the next day I've got a problem with the video, maybe the quality of the video. How can I improve the quality of the video? Well, then I'll look and see how I can do that and then solve that problem. So each kind of step, you're just kind of slowly improving, taking the small bit of information you need at that time, putting it into action and making it part of your life. So don't get kind of caught up in this idea of the learning process we had at school, because as I said, the school process was just a complete waste of your time. You could have left school probably when you're maybe 6 or 7. You would have had enough knowledge in your head to cope with life. And unfortunately, again, as I said, we believe that that was the right route. We need to read loads of books. We need to watch loads of videos. We need to listen to loads of podcasts. But you don't really. You just need to listen to a small fraction and take action on it. And by actually taking action on that knowledge, you're learning. You've learned how to do something new. You've learned how not to make that mistake anymore. And all those kind of small little segments of learning will improve you from where you are. So stop filling your head with knowledge and stop believing that, reading, watching, listening is helping you. It's not helping you, because if you're not using that knowledge, it's all forgotten. As I said, all the content, all the stuff you've read yesterday, last week or whatever, it's just gone. It's just noise in the background because you didn't take any action on that content. So if you are reading a book right now, read a chapter, find out is there something you can use in it, put the book down and take action on it. Now, even if that book takes you 6 months to finish off, the fact that you've actually taken action on that book, you will put you in a far, far better place than someone who's read maybe 10 or 12 books on that topic but hasn't actually taken any action on it. You'll be in a better position because you're actually learning as you're going through that book. So stop filling your head with knowledge. Take pieces of knowledge, take action on it, and learn as you go along. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening. If you're interested in learning more about how to create your own profitable digital course from scratch, we have a special report that we know you'll love. To pick up your copy of Piggyback Profits, How to Make Your First Profitable Course, go to writecome.com now. We'll see you in the next episode.